anti-glare. They're painted this way so that the pilot and co-pilot don't get any glare. Okay, so an hour before takeoff, you gather at your aircraft, start checking equipment, have last-minute talk with crew chief and all personnel. Once in the cockpit, the pilot begins his numerous pre-flight checks. It's about this time that Galvez arrives at the plane and climbs aboard and takes his place in the radio room. Hicks does not seem pleased. You guys know Hicks kind of likes being in there by himself. It's real isolated. He's the most isolated person on the entire aircraft. Well, you are too, but did you show the picture?
I'm like right above your head.
Where's that at?
But yeah.
Well, it's not a big picture.
Right.
Yeah, there's a little picture. Did you see it, Angie? Yeah. We're having fun. Yeah,
She's worried that she's gonna ruin the game because she hasn't played it.
That's okay. If you ruin the
I
game.
don't know anything. It's fine.
No, then you'll have more fun. Trust me.
Yeah. Well,
Oh, did you want to have a gun?
No.
Okay.
On your person.
Well, I think you could have a gun if you want a gun.
No, you don't want to go.
Well, he's got a gun. Give me your snaps for the 45
Okay.
semi-automatic.
Write this down.
This is all for you.
Yes, you're gonna get 3 magazines. You can put it on your character sheet too.
I don't
Put
know
it right down here at the bottom.
Oh,
2d10 plus 2.
Where it says damage.
Yeah, 2d10 plus 2.
Under damage.
oh, under damage.
There you go.
2d10 plus 2.
Okay. Did you want to try to talk to Galvez at this point, Adam? Because you're pretty busy.
Do I want to talk to
Did
him?
you say you wanted to talk to him or something?
7 shots.
I was just.
You were going to talk to him when you thought he was in
The
the
lieutenant colonel would have higher command over the. No, the major would be above the lieutenant colonel.
No.
Lieutenant
But he
Colonel.
didn't, the lieutenant colonel didn't know why the major was going.
No, he did not.
No,
So I'm not
that's
gonna-
what pissed the colonel off.
Yeah. Probably was.
Because the colonel says, "Why?"
And you guys can have this conversation because he's like right behind you right there. You guys are in the same area.
You know, the colonel is pissed because you didn't want to tell the colonel, and you know, that'd be like this thing. Me telling you what to do, and you'd be like, "Oh no way, I'm not that." Right?
But he's got this piece of paper.
Yeah, but I got this piece of paper.
It
so
says,
you'll do
here's what the orders
So
are.
he has,
And you're going
he
to
has
do
a
it.
first sergeant telling the lieutenant what to do.
Got it.
I
I was wondering when you said there should be a spook coming on or something.
Oh, it's Office of Strategic Services was set up by Eisenhower in order to try. It's a propaganda department, kind of. The carpetbag missions that they mentioned are using B-17 bombers. They have their own little squadron of B-17s, the OSS does. They use them to. The carpetbag missions are flying supplies, munitions, even personnel behind enemy lines to help the resistance.
It's precursor to the CIA.
Yeah, yep, exactly. So that's why I called him a spook. Okay. The other sergeants, the gunners, except for you, go into the. Actually, you do too. Well,
I'll be walking the whole plane because I'm the flight engineer.
right.
But I mean,
You're mainly going to be up here during flight, but during takeoff, you are in the radio room. All of the gunners are in the radio room during takeoff, and once you guys are in there, that's when you go to the designated areas. You guys get strapped in. So does the bombardier, and so does the navigator. There's a flare fired from the control tower, indicating it's time to start your engines. Then you're in command until you taxi onto the field where it's time for takeoff. The gunners all assemble in the radio room for takeoff, so you get a good view of Galvez.
Is he there with it?
Yeah, he's in the radio room with you. He's just there.
Is he plugged in? I'm gonna.
Yes, he's got the same kind of gear you guys have. He's got the heated flight suit, he has a parachute, a medical kit on his belt, the helmet. Right now none of y'all are hooked up to the intercoms, obviously. He's not either, but there is a place where he can be hooked up to the intercoms. And you're guessing he's gonna be.
Come here. I think your intercom thing's not hooked up right.
He's not hooked up at all.
No, but I mean, when you plug it in, I don't think it's not gonna work. Don't you want to listen to what we gotta say?
Well, we'll find out when we get up there, won't we?
All right. If it's not working, don't have me fix it.
Oh, I will
I
have
can
you
fix it right now.
Sergeant.
I can fix it right now.
It's right in there if it's broken.
I can fix it right now. It ain't gonna work. I tell you that. It ain't gonna work.
Well, perhaps you care to wager on that, Sergeant.
All right.
$10?
$10?
We shall find out then, sir. Snap, yeah, that's.
They'll say that's broken.
He's kind of.
walked away.
Oh, well, somebody'd be in the stockade when we get back. You'd say, well, it is. You taxi the aircraft on the ground, and then your duties are on there. There's a lot. You're busy.
Oh, yeah. I got one thing to say.
Oh, and you are the lead bomber on this mission.
Remember one thing, Major. This is my bird. The pilot flies it. It's my bird. Stay out of my way. And then I will just walk up to my.
To the other side of the radio room because that's where y'all are assembled for the
No,
takeoff.
I'll just walk up. I just walk up to my turret.
Post.
Right, but you're supposed to assemble here
I know.
for takeoff.
I know.
He's in the what the hell's his name? Big Bobby. When you go into the cockpit, Bobby's like, Tony, what are you doing here? Get back
Making
in
a
there.
friend.
What?
I said I made a friend.
What do you mean made a friend?
I made your ego too much. I told him that. This
Nobody likes you too much, Tony.
I know. Let's
Just
just
get
take
back
off.
there.
Let's just take off.
Get back there.
Okay, you fly the plane. Remember, it's my baby.
It's your baby. When it breaks, you fix it.
Yes.
I know. You climb out on the way, you fix it if you have to. You tell me this every time we take off.
Take care of my baby.
Get out of here. He kind of shushes you off. It's all in good fun. You guys are like brothers.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
like
it's tight on these
And we're
craft.
laughing. We're laughing like we
Yes,
are now.
exactly. He's kidding around, but he does make
Yeah,
you get back
yeah.
to the radio room. Okay. And you guys are already plugged in. Pretty Lady's the lead bomber, so you don't have quite as much to do. Ship takes off without incident. I'm not gonna bother to roll. Takeoff's easy. Landing might be
Landing's
tricky.
Mission's over.
Let's just hope no flight blocks you in there. And our landing gear don't.
So we don't end up with that awful amazing story.
Yeah.
Okay. After takeoff, that's when everybody goes to their posts. Frequent oxygen checks are made during it. There's not a whole lot of chatter. There's some talking.
No, like intercom check. Talk to me.
And what everybody's supposed to do is say who they are.
Yeah.
Co-pilot, pilot, and it goes from the front of the ship, or from the back of the ship to the front. So tail, you just say
Waist gunner
waist,
one.
yeah, waist gunner. And that'd be you, Angie.
Belly
You say
gunner.
ball turret. Radio room,
Engineer check.
and then it's you, Adam.
Co-pilot check.
Pilot check, navigator check.
All right, boys.
Bombardier
It's time
check.
to earn
You
the
always
break.
forget me. That's a bombardier. You can start talking before you can check in.
Okay, now that the bombardier is finally checked in, all right, boys, let's earn this fine money that our government pays us to kill some Nazis. Then we go kill some Japs after we kill these Nazis.
You see Cap just shakes his head because this is pretty typical for what he does every single mission. Except for the roar of the engines, the flight over the Channel, the Netherlands, Belgium, and France is an uneventful and dull few hours. You go to your ceiling is about 35,000 feet, so you climb to that, stay, because that's going to keep you safe from any guns on the ground. There's still the danger of fighters, because they can reach you up here. Every once in a while, every once in a while you can spot the shine of the moonlight off of another aircraft behind you that you know is the big money, which is the other craft that's on this run. The navigator lets you and the captain, and well everybody because it's over the intercom, know when you're crossing into German-controlled airspace. And it's actually an uneventful trip up until you reach the IP, which is about 40 miles from Munich. You don't see any sign of any enemy aircraft. Not a lot going on the ground.
Is it a clear night?
It's fairly clear, yes. You get some cloud cover, but not a lot. Moon's almost full, so more light than you like to have, but it is what it is. At least there's not bad weather.
Man.
What are you taking a whiz?
No. Let's belt buckle.
Oh, okay, okay.
Panther. Justin.
So you reach the IP without incident, Adam. Good job.
Holidays were.
Yeah. There's also a lot of oxygen checks where you're supposed to check your oxygen because everybody's on oxygen during this part of the mission. At that height, you have to be. It's individual oxygen. It's actually hooked up to the aircraft itself. You also have individual oxygen tanks, so if you need to move about the craft, you can hook yourself up one of those. It basically just kind of, yeah, you have to carry it with you. But once you get close to the IP, Cap takes her down pretty quickly, down to about 1,000 feet actually, and starts and pulls back that throttle and slows the cruising speed down to about 160 miles per hour. Give me smoke. No, no, I tell you this every time. Now's the time that all the crewmen are starting to grab their flak vests and their helmets, and now's when you get to climb into the belly of the beast and lock yourself in. clank, clunk. That's actually probably your job. Yep. You go and you close it because it has to be cranked by hand to get it in position. And you climb in, the door's closed, and at that point it's activated, and you have control over where the guns are going. You're manning your turn. Which way are your guns facing anyway, Steve?
My
You
gun-
got a 360
Yeah, mine
plus.
would be facing forward.
Forward,
I've been
okay.
kind of like moving around just
Okay.
forward.
A lot of the enemy aircraft come from 12 o'clock high, which is directly ahead and up. So,
Yeah, I'm kind of lost because a lot of them try to straight the top. So, you know, I had to blow there. I had to take that.
he never stops talking. He's like mom once. He's like me playing Minecraft. I remember flying over this place once, and he's not talking to anybody. He's just talking. With a flick of the switch, you get that great feeling that you guys are no longer flying the plane because downstairs the bombardier is in command right now. All you can do is go do this right now. It just takes another flick of the switch to get it back to you. But this is the most vulnerable place you guys can be because it's a straight line run to where you drop your bombs. It's not a fun little thing. For the first 10 minutes or so, you're guessing around 15 miles, just quiet. Actually, really quiet. Way off in the distance, you're starting to see some light. And I forgot to tell you, one thing that was in your briefings was that Munich was bombed today, during the day. The 800 mission 847, and from what you've heard, there were probably about 500 B-17 bombers that hit the oil fuel storage tanks and marshalling yards in the city just today. There is a
You also said that's most likely where we're going to run into any fire or anything.
Yes, any aircraft fire. This is you're 1,000 feet in the air. This is a dangerous place to be. And actually, Steve and Adam, I need spot checks from the two of you.
Now this game when you roll, you look for spot.
I'm gonna roll for the pilot.
No.
Where's the spot? It's spot hidden, right? When you roll, you want to roll under that.
You run
Okay.
rolling percentage.
Yeah. Almost everything should be percent on.
Yeah, all you need to do, Angie, when you want to try to do something, you're trying to roll that number or less on the percentage dice.
Yeah.
If you roll that or less, you've succeeded. There might be some modifiers, but I'll let you know if something's going to be really hard. I won't say how much. It's real simple. This is the simplest game system you're ever going to ever have to
This
play.
is a lot
Okay?
easier than D&D. A lot.
Oh my god, yes. You're getting a great. Well, no, you're not getting a great view yet. It's all dark down below.
I made it.
Okay, you made it. You hear Cap curses. He says, "What the hell is that?" You see a dark shape, 12 o'clock high, coming in, and it looks pretty close. You're pointed kind of forward. You can take a shot. No, well, yeah, you don't know yet.
I
This
would
is
think
taking
they would announce
seconds.
it.
Well, they will, but all you heard so far is, "What the hell is that?"
Light it up! Light it up!
If you want, you can take a shot. It's going to be a significant.
I don't care about it.
Right. Because head on is a
Yeah.
hard hit.
Yeah.
So make me. It's going to be the machine gun roll. 350 cal.
That would be.
Tell me what you make it by. This is going to be very hard to hit.
Would it be up?
It should be up here. Right.
Oh,
Machine
there
gun.
is machine gun.
It's a chance for
Oh, I missed.
You missed. Okay. Whatever it is, flies over you,
We got crowds or what?
and then and then something hits the aircraft.
Can I whip it around? Try to
Yes,
shoot?
you can start spinning her around.
Or is it
Whatever it is, it actually goes and hits the aircraft. You're way back here, so you're not sure. And the whole ship just, it feels like something large has struck the aircraft. You're spinning around your top turret.
I'm looking for it to win.
Steve, I'm going to give you another spot check. Okay, yeah. You're alert. You're ready to go. You're moving the gun around, trying to figure
I can't
out
see anything.
people. The tail gunner's going. Which direction? You made it?
Yeah.
Oh, make me sanity check. Then.
Whoa! Yeah, made it.
Made it. Okay, you lose 1 point of sanity.
Oh! It's not fair.
This thing
So
It's
this is
dark.
your
You're
sanity?
kind of it's
Yeah,
probably
you-
because it's
you
dark that
get
you
thrown
didn't
below
go
that.
crazier than you
Yeah,
did.
I'm starting at 35.
It has
That's why I'm like,
wings,
here.
but it appears to be alive. It's bigger than a man, or it's about the size of a man. Not altogether crow, nor mole, nor buzzard, nor ant, nor decomposed human being, but like a conglomerate of all of them, with nasty wings and rotten face.
What the fuck is that?
Okay. You. A bat.
What the hell is that? And I'm gonna try to light
Yeah.
it up again.
As you're getting as the guns are coming around, it actually climbs down. You see this. You're the only one who gets to see this. What is it? What is it? That's Cap. You're still like looking. You haven't seen anything. There's been no machine gun fire except for him.
Something big hit us and it wasn't a plane.
Um,
It's on the right side of the bird. Right side of the bird.
Where I'm at.
it's you see it go down this way. It's like an insect almost. It's like
Is that an
Down
enclosed
the
window,
side.
or can I
Yes.
stick my head out?
you're down. You're back here.
It's an enclosed window.
Yes, there is an enclosed window. Yes.
Paul, check see if it goes on the belly. What's your name?
That's
Zach,
you.
it's on your side. It's on your side.
See it? I don't know if I can see it.
You can't see anything. You're
But-
spinning around.
Yeah.
He's screaming.
But I'm yelling right side of the bird, so you're gonna take your thing and you're
Yeah,
gonna.
and you can be looking over that way, and you are jumping over to this gun.
Yeah.
I assumed you were on
It's
this
already
one for
there.
some reason. Are you
No,
on
it's
this?
on the right.
Okay, good. So you're ready at that gun. You're trying to look around. You don't see any aircraft, which
It
is
ain't
what
a
it
crowd.
should
I
be.
ain't a crowd. Oh, what the hell that is?
You can make a listen check.
Mhm.
Actually, you can't. There should be a skill called listen. On the list, they're in alphabetical order.
Yep.
You made it? Okay. You hear a crunching noise coming forward. You failed? Okay. You can't hear anything over the roar of the engines, which isn't surprising. And then you hear the report of it sounds like a pistol shot coming from somewhere forward. And actually, you guys can make listen checks for the pistol shot. The listen check that you succeeded in was to hear the crash,
6%.
breaking glass, crunching noise, and a
Oh,
pistol
so I
shot.
heard it
You made
hit
6%.
before
Yeah.
he's yelling.
No.
This is
This is
something
all
different.
after the yelling. It's right side, and then you heard
Okay.
smash of glass, rending of metal, and then a pistol shot almost immediately afterwards.
Does it have a weapon?
Did you make your listen check?
Who's firing on?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
I
heard,
heard
you
it
heard
too.
the shot.
Who's
You can make
shooting
a
on
listen
my
check again,
plane?
too.
Who's shooting on my plane?
Somebody talk to me. Talk to me. What's going on? I don't see anything.
Yeah, there's also other
29.
chatter from the other guys.
Yeah.
The tail gunner's like, nothing back here, nothing back here.
Oh, I heard it.
Okay, so you
Wait,
hear the pistol
no, you
shot
said
too. It's
under?
coming from
It's gotta
above.
be under.
Yeah, you
Oh,
want it
no,
low.
sorry.
You always want low rolls when you're trying to do
Nope,
something.
I
No
didn't
problem.
make
Since I heard like the crunch of metal, I'm like, what the
Cap
shit?
did not hear it. He's concentrating on flying the plane, and these guys are way too far forward to bother. And you do hear like a shriek and a scream,
I'm going.
and you recognize. Let me grab this. Like, oh,
Not
God!
hear that.
Are there
It's
guns?
no. This is over the radio. You hear
Are
this.
there guns planted on the plane?
No. No. If you brought a pistol of any kind, then that's it. I told somebody once about this
You have a
scenario,
pocket
and they
knife.
said, "Well, there's 50 caliber machine guns all over the plane."
They're
I said,
locked in.
that ain't no help if it's inside the plane. So
Yeah.
let me grab my list. Here we go.
Burn
True.
fist.
Oh.
You guys hear Hicks, who's the radio operator, say, "What the fuck is that? Something's trying to get in."
I'm going. I'm leaving my post in.
Okay, and it was right. it was
Cap,
right
I'm
after
going
you-
back, and I unplug.
Okay. You unplug both, and the heater, or the you plugged in the suit, everything. Okay, and you're heading back. Okay.
Are you plugging your oxygen into the plane?
No, we're low
No,
enough.
you're down 1,000 feet now. So you guys came off the oxygen when you put your flag.
That's why when I said kill yourself.
Supposed to have it. Yeah. I
Kill smoke now. No.
That's why I'm trying to get y'all to know that. Oh, we're off oxygen now.
Okay. Here
You'd
we go.
be
Yeah.
surprised how many
Let me see
people
what this
do.
guy's doing.
My grandpa
Oh.
did. He'd have the oxygen tube going
So
and
a
running.
lot of my patients.
Yeah, and one of the reasons even if you had hit, you probably would have missed firing at it, was because you were trying to compensate for something the
Yeah.
size of an aircraft,
Yeah.
and it's the size of a person.
Oh.
There was you
I figured I
almost
had to-
not
I'd have
had
to-
no chance
I'd
of
have to
hitting
do it
this.
10%.
Oh crap! I gotta make some sanity checks.
Yeah, which is 10%. That's roll 5.
So he said it's trying to get into the plane. I get my knife and I have it
Okay.
in my hand.
Yeah, everybody does have a knife,
Knife.
and it's more of a utility knife. It's not like a big ass combat knife,
Right.
but it is got a
So
good sized blade on it. It's not a
It's got about
bayonet.
3.
yeah, I'm not really doing anything, right? I'm
No.
just-
You're
I'm
flying
gonna-
the plane.
You
No.
No,
no,
I'm
the
not.
pilot's actually flying the plane, and actually, yeah, I'll give you
But
a
he's
break
in the
at him.
cockpit.
Find out what's going on back there.
Yeah, I was just saying I'm getting up.
That'll get you going.
Yeah. I'm just thinking the bombardier's actually steering it. We got gunners in front.
And then
It's
you
like,
got
I'm
you got the pilot who can handle anything else.
Yeah.
There he is. Let's give Hicks
And I
a
told you,
sanity
I
check.
said,
He made it.
Bob and well back, and you just hear me. You hear the
Where'd that
sound of
pencil
the
go?
wind.
My blue pencil. Anybody
Oh, I
see it?
took it. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
that's okay.
Mental bleep.
I
That's
came
okay. Oh, that's all right. Okay, let me find Galvez. 'Cause I don't know where he's going to.
Sugar,
They're pure sugar.
Yeah, it's just sugar. They're kind
sugar, cornstarch, tapioca,
That's
gelatin.
what.
That's what makes it tapioca.
It's like fish eyes to me.
Ooh. Okay, Galvez did that.
What's my pistol thing? 10% on handguns?
You suck.
What?
Give that pistol to me.
10%. That shouldn't be right. What's yours say?
It's 40.
You're an engineer guy.
Yeah,
No.
but I'm a fighter too, and I've been a
That's-
career military guy.
You're a fist fighter.
Yeah.
I don't
you're
think
a
10% is accurate. I think it should be a 30. Let me find bases here.
Mine was 40.
Yeah, a few people got them
Where is
up.
that? Mine's 40.
Let's find a character sheet.
This guy just punched me.
Well, my machine gun's 45, my rifle's 45.
Handgun should be 20%.
20?
Yeah, that's standard. But
Okay.
your guy's not. He's not a
But,
pistol guy.
But
He's
still,
he's a scrapper.
I could take 20, you know. I understand 20. Yeah,
Yeah, no, that was inaccurate.
You're
I'm sorry.
scared of him. Yeah.
Can't hit the wrong side of a barn. In front
Holds it
of
by
it.
the handle.
Yeah, but with everything else, I'm really good at.
Killing with everything else, yes. Okay,
Yes, I can.
You always overcompensate. You think it's gonna be like 50 calories.
Yeah.
Right? You go when you go like that all the time.
I know not everybody can,
he's always leaning too far forward.
oh, damn it! Not everybody can be chipped. I just got chipped, man. I think I use this.
Okay, why don't we do this? What are dexes? What's your dex
Oh, crap.
for when it's potentially
13.
necessary? So Burgess is 13.
Yeah,
Oh well, let's go around first. 13 what?
12.
12,
15.
15, and
17.
17. So in that case, you're almost always going to go first. What's your character?
So if we kill one of these characters, we just pick up
It's
one
up
of
at the
it.
top. Paul, Lank.
I'm the gunman.
Okay, so Lank.
Alright, what's
is
the next one?
17.
Oh,
And
you
then
dead.
actually we're going.
Next one.
We're going this one. What's yours again?
That's boom, 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 boom.
Okay. What's your 15? And that's Tony, 15.
Huh?
And then you're Burgess, who is 13.
13.
13, and then co-pilot
12.
Make peace.
Makepeace. Okay.
Wait, make peace.
Okay, so you're a 12. Slow. Okay, yeah. So Lank, you're pretty much trapped into a ball turret right now. So,
Yeah.
so you're heading back. There's a door at the back of the compartment that opens into the bomb bay. The bomb bay doors have not been opened yet. There is like a catwalk. It's got a couple of girders
I
that go up.
can if you say
Bombs are on
something.
either side of you.
'Cause I'm the one that like locks you in and everything.
At the other end of the end of that catwalk, there's another door that opens directly into the radio room.
I'm gonna book it across there as much as I can. The doors are.
Yeah, you'll be able to get through the door into the opposite door in one.
Okay.
Because you're having to grab and be careful.
Yeah.
The plane is moving. It's a little. And are you right behind him, then, Adam?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. What are you doing?
Yeah, when the guy told me to go check it out, I was already half out of my seat.
Okay.
Going.
I'm coming towards the radio room.
Okay.
from-
There's another door on this end of the radio room. The floor comes to where the ball turret is. And then there's a door on the other side of it. You can get to that, and you can go ahead and open
I want
that.
to do one other thing
Uh-huh.
first. I want to knock on like the door.
Mhm.
Can you see? Because it's glass or is it metal?
In the back, it's metal. The actual
No,
door.
for her.
Which way are you pointing your gun right now?
I was looking on the right because I.
Okay.
She's
so you're
underneath
looking on
me,
the
so
right.
can I like and
Yes.
be like I'm going that to
There-
let her
there
know
is some
like
glass.
I'm not going to be right here.
There is some glass that you can see.
Oh, okay.
Or actually, no, there's not. It's just that's pure metal. But you can bang on it, and you have to unhook yourself in order to head forward. So you don't have an intercom on right now.
Right.
So you'll have to yell.
Yeah, but also the thing is,
Before I unhook.
you guys would have had codes. I mean, a lot of ball turns like one knock was we're okay, two
Yeah,
knocks.
I'll allow that. That sounds
Yeah.
Yeah.
You give the knock.
So I'm letting her know that I'm leaving my post. So I'm not
Okay.
going to be right there to let
Are you
her
going
out.
to say anything?
If I know she can't
Angie
hear
can
me.
get out. Her character can get out if they have to.
Oh, it's not like a lock.
It's just not. No. It's not like sealed up. I mean, it's
Yeah.
turn so nothing's going, doors aren't flying open, but you can get out from the inside. It takes a little while. You have to pretty much,
On your own.
you're in the fetal position.
Right.
You're actually the safest person on the entire aircraft because you've got armor behind you and you're all tucked into a ball. The ball turret gunners, I think, were actually some of the ones that lived the most because they're not standing up. These guys don't have
Less exposure.
no armor, very little armor. There's some armor plate towards the back of this cabin. You're standing up, running this gun. You're in a safe position. So you bang on it and basically say, I'm heading forward or something to that effect.
I just want her to know I'm not there.
Okay. Boom, boom, boom. I'm going to the radio room or something like that. And then you step forward and you pretty much step over the ball turret and open up the door to the radio room and see that part of the window has been shattered and something is reaching in on the opposite side of the radio room. Over on this side, the radio operator is back up against the wall. The major has a pistol in his hand, and he's taking aim at whatever that arm is that's trying to come into the radio room. And as you watch, he takes it. You guys hear this just behind the door. You hear another shot fired. Oh.
And it has to use its thing, right? It's just not like.
Okay, he really hit that hell out of that thing.
You go draw the card. Boom. Okay.
He didn't do enough damage. Oh, or maybe he did. And I'll need a sanity check from you. The thing doesn't seem to have a face.
I'm still rolling percentile.
Yes. Okay. Now up at the top. You want to roll out? Oh,
I'm
good.
over it.
Well, that's right. You game. No. Did you play this game? Okay, good.
She failed.
I failed my sanity check. I lose one.
No, I passed and lost one.
Yes. Roll me a d6. You lost 5.
Yep.
All right.
Time to go crazy.
So mark the 5. Mark it down 5. And now I'll need you to make an idea check. You want to. It's up on the upper right-hand side in percentiles. You want to fail this. If you make this check, that means that you are going to potentially go in. You've made the
So I need to
connection.
get higher than the
Yes, you want to roll high this time. That way you're blanking out some of what you see, or just
Over.
good. Okay. So you see this thing, you're able to handle it. You kind of, it's got to be a giant bird. It's a vulture, or however you want to handle it to make that you don't make a real good connection about what you're really seeing. Okay. And we're at the top of the next round. You're still in the turret.
I go through the door.
Okay. You throw the door open.
What the hell's going on?
Let's see how fast this guy is. Okay, actually, the arm withdraws. You saw the bullet slam into it and looked like it went through the major fire went through the arm, and like went in at this kind of an angle. So it looks like it wasn't just like it looked like a solid wound.
Through and through.
And oh wait a minute,
Where's the list of
armor.
People.
Ooh, okay, that helps. All right.
I've got it right in front of me. Duh.
What was your dex is what?
15.
Okay.
Spell save.
Okay. What you see is the arm withdraws. Angie, something falls past the ball turret gun. It looks like a body, but it looks like it's somebody wearing like a big giant cape or something. It just like drops out
Right
of
down to me,
right in front of you. Just
What the hell
whoosh,
is going on there?
it's
Are you
even
shooting
too
it?
quick for you to shoot it. Well, it's like that and it's gone. It's like, what? Now you can maneuver to try to look down to try to see it better if you want. But it's really dark and it's going to be very hard for you to spot it. But you can make me a spot hidden if you like, and we'll see if, but it's got a significant negative modifier. Just then the door opens, the sergeant,
98%.
You failed.
yes, you want to roll low, remember? You want to roll low.
Oh,
That's okay. You're actually lucky you didn't see it. It's better you don't see these things.
You got crazy.
Yes.
And the gold comes
You throw the door open.
Yeah.
You see the major to your right, the radio operator's next to him. Both of them are unplugged. Actually, no, the major's plugged in because that's over where he was. The radio operator's unplugged from everything. And they're both back up against the wall. The major's got a pistol out. The window on this side is broken. And That's what you're taking like in a second. You see this. You're just right behind him. You see this as well. You can smell the gunpowder, but there's a good wind just blowing in this room. Some papers are flying around the area now, and you can see that Burgess, the waste turret gunner, is standing in the opposite doorway,
With a knife.
looking
ready.
in. Yes, he's got a knife in his hand. His eyes are wide, and his mouth is just. It's kind of one of those moments.
Sergeant, back
And
to
he
your
looks
post.
just terrified. He looks.
I'm trying to snap
broken.
out. Burgess, back to your post. Get back on that gun.
What do you do?
Oh, thought I had to wait till my turn.
No, we're out of comment. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll go back. I'll be like,
Get
yes,
back
sir.
to the gun. Major,
I'll
put
wait.
that gun away. Put that gun away on my bird.
He holsters you, and you guys knew he was armed. He was wearing something. He holsters the weapon and kind of braces himself against the wall. Radioactive is Hicks.
He walks up to Hicks.
Yeah.
Hicks, are you okay? Are you okay?
Yeah. What was that damn thing?
I don't know. We need to seal.
Oh wait, sorry. Yeah. What was that thing? He's full-blooded Cherokee. I can't do an Indian accent very well.
Yeah.
What's your name?
No, you